Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 280. Kill. Check 13. 80 weapons.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Waiting. 50. Black, come on. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
87. Check 4.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
5-9. Check, Mike. 50. 54. Let's make these babies cry.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, switch gears.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson, rolling to his right. And Jennings has it. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. They're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. This is Carson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
46 down, man, 5-4.
54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm scared.
Lefty, bravo.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
Rip right. Check 24, check 24. Whip.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
55. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, Rip 5-2. Come here.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Go. Waiting.
You got nothing with that. You got nothing.
40. 2 Jack. Hey, seam 6.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here.
Mike's 57's right. Watch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Joker.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's got a first. Going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nice move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Block that.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Let's go, baby.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Going on the ground with Eckler. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
180! 2-0.
Out. He's checking.
On 2nd down now, Swift. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Flag. Great 57.
Give me something.
Come here, shift.
Hey, check 24.
Five.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Carson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Eagles 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Kill. Hey, wahoo! Here, shift.
3 buzz. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. What we got?
To throw is Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill.
Sunday. Here comes Tim. Check, Mike. Hey, Alpha. 54.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, Delta.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. And the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hey, Foxtrot.
57's right.
Wild Bill.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Here we go, here we go. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Check it back, check it back.
Ram.
Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
57's the mic. Watch 57. You.
Topper.
Check it.
Sunday.
Deuce.
61, matchbox lights.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit us first, this one from 40 yards out. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 16-yard line.
180.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Hey, stand.
Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check 26.
On second down, Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. Wouldn't we clip out the box score? Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
47 to Mike. 46.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing is Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson throwing again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 41, Eagles 13. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
57. 57 to Mike.
Wentz now to throw. Steps away to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always...
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Tempo.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Duke Riley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You got tape. You got tape.
Wilson. Dancing to his... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Friday. Saturday. Zebra.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. On first down, Swift slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And it is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
I got him. Check 99.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.